Hey, what's up guys? We're back again with an overpowered mini Pekka rage deck. As ridiculous as it sounds, almost every match that you play ends with a 3 crown in your favor. Simply focus on stacking up elixir collectors and protect your elixir collector city with your goblins and mini Pekka. Because of your quick card cycle with goblins, rage, and heal spirit, you'll be getting back to a ton of them. And once you get 2 on the map, or your opponent overcommits just once, this deck becomes utterly unstoppable. The giant in front with the heal spirit will keep your mini Pekka alive while you play rapid fire whack-a-mole, pretty much deleting all of your opponent's units in one shot with your mini Pekka raged up. And when they're down elixir, this combination is impossible to defend. And if the mini Pekka doesn't work best against your opponent's deck, you'll have ample opportunities for destructive damage with your 3 musketeers or minion horde. Such high damage ingredients all in one deck makes for the perfect recipe to 3 crown everyone. It's time to collect more crowns than Clash Royale has ever seen and assert dominance. Lots of love to everyone that's using critical SirTag to make all of the high-from videos possible. Yo, this guy finished 855 in Clash Royale. Okay, we're playing against a talented player. Please just give me my elixir collector. Okay, I don't love that. I hate the fact that I have to drop 3 musketeers because I wasn't able to drop my minion horde fast enough and split it in the middle. Ideally, we would have split minion horde there, but it's okay dropping the 3 muskies. We'll see what he's going to do. Miner. Okay, that's awesome. Getting that out of cycle is amazing for me. I can activate King Tower, actually, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong, but I hope not. So we're going to try to go in for goblins here on top of the Mega Knight, and then that will activate King Tower, right? And with the Mega Knight out of sight and no miner, I can guarantee to go in for an elixir collector and be safe and sound. So you can do that with even a mini Pekka because the Mega Knight bounces back the mini Pekka. But I was like, how would I do with mini Pekka when I can drop goblins, which are 2 elixir less? You get the better interaction there. Okay, so the guy's going to have Mega Knight likely with wall breakers because that's what everyone's playing. So what do we do? Ooh, E-barbs. Interesting. You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to mini Pekka, and I only take like 1 wall breaker into my face, and then we end up getting the mini Pekka to finish off the miner. I could have played that better. I could have dropped the mini Pekka fast enough to obliterate both wall breakers, but I wasn't fast enough. I'm slow out here, guys. Slow poke, but it's okay. We're the best type of slow poke Pokemon. We're evolved. We're level 100 out here. With the King Tower activation, it feels great. So generally the way that you play against Mega Knight is you're going to go and stack up a lot of elixir collectors, and then you go in for a mini Pekka plus giant push with a heal spirit and rage, and they can't finish that off unless they have Inferno Dragon. But in this specific environment, I felt like not doing that because I want to play aggressive. I just want to see what happens. We'll show you guys the correct play as we start to play a little bit more. So he's going to lose both the wall breakers, and it looks like, yeah, it wasn't the right decision. I think we can go in for a heal spirit if we absolutely need to finish off the rest of the E-barb, and then we can go for a mini Pekka on top of the miner and make a prediction where it's going to be. You can look at the tunneling pathway of the miner and then always shut it down with your mini Pekkas or goblins. That's why we drop our elixir collector in the middle, because it's a bit safer that way. So I want to cycle my rage just so I can get back to another set of elixir collector. That's generally the best bet. So I'm just going to rage on the tower, and we'll see what he decides to do. If he wants to go in for a aggressive play, and then we're just going to counter with minion horde, right? Once he's got arrows, he's just going to... Oh, no. He did have arrows. You sneaky sir. You sneaky, sneaky sir. Well, the arrows are out of cycle, so I can still go for an elixir collector here and then stop his miner with our goblins. Not ideal, but it is something I can work with. So we are just going to eat the damage, and then we're going to stop the miner because preserving the elixir advantage is more important than stopping 500 damage. That's one thing that I learned of playing a lot of Clash Royale. When you're running 2 elixir collectors and you can safely get 1 on the map, always do it. So we're going to split our musketeers. We should be good enough to be able to finish off all of the wall breakers unless I'm unlucky. He goes in for a miner as well. He's spending a bunch of elixir. What if I get 2 giants on the field? I've never done that before. I think I can. We're going to go in for goblins and mini Pekka and musketeer on the right-hand side. And if he goes E-barbs, we should be able to Shrek it with our rage. So I'm going to go in for a heal spirit here. He has to deal with 2 musketeers and a giant on the right-hand side. 2 Santa Clauses delivering us a free win. Wow, that was really easy. He was barely cleaning up the left-hand side, and we had a full push on the right. And that's the power of having 2 elixir collectors. Even if your opponent has got a card that typically destroys bridge spam like Mega Knight, when you have enough elixir with a mini Pekka that's raged up and healed up by the heal spirit, there's no way of stopping it. Just play passively, stack up those elixir collectors, and you'll be stacking up the wins. Yo, we got a game against Pizza from the science team. Let's see what he's going to cook up. Any experiments out here? We've got a pretty crazy creation ourselves. So we want to eat his towers. You guys know the deal. Whenever we're playing against pizza, it's probably one of my favorite foods. It's S tier, and if you don't agree, you're wrong. So wonder if I go in for a giant here. Is this dumb? Usually it's pretty stupid if I don't get the mini Pekka behind it. Oh man, that's really disappointing to be real. I was hoping that the giant would stay in front of the mini Pekka and then I could rage it up. And if he didn't have elixir for Pekka, then he would just take so much damage because none of his cards can effectively counter it. You know what? I'm going to go minion horde. I believe that the bandit's going to lock onto my tower, especially if he zaps, but it's okay. I'm willing to take some damage here and there. It's going to be a lot of damage, but I think it's worth it. I'm going to safely elixir collector now because he can't go for a magic archer paired with his battle ram. He might go ghost. I don't have zap for that. Yeah, he's going to go ghost as expected. That's what I would have done as well. I think that we can go in for the mini Pekka, and it will be able to target the battle ram first because I pushed the aggressive Royale Ghost a little bit further back with my heal spirit, if you guys noticed that. So that was the best play I could have done given my situation, and he even gave me a well played. He acknowledged it. What a nice dude. Most people are super salty when that stuff happens. They're like, wait, he did a good play? Nah, I'm gonna just say that was lucky or something. The guy actually said well played, so I love this guy. Get a fireball. That's really smart. He could zap on top of the musketeers, or if he feels comfy, he could just let him roll. The good thing is, every time that he fireballs on the musketeers, I go for an elixir collector. And I'm like, yo, that's good. That's a vibe. It's nice to be able to go for elixir collector safe and sound and just let the measly aggressive magic archer do its thing in the other side. All right, we're going to go in for a rage here. I kind of want to cycle the goblins, but I know I can't get them down in time. I'm just going to go for mini Pekka. And then I wonder if I go for a heal spirit. If he goes in for anything, we can kite it to the other side. Wait, can we not kite that to the other side? Yeah, he dropped it so far off to the side that I wasn't able to. Notice how he dropped it in the nook and cranny and did give me the value I was looking for. Smart decision. We're just going to keep stacking up elixir collectors. Even though we're like not playing extremely well, I just need an elixir advantage. That's all I want with this deck. And then we stack up our 2 musketeers. We expect him to Pekka on the lane of the 2 muskies. And we go in for a giant with a mini Pekka, and I think he's dead. Like, I don't know if he's able to stop this. We'll see. He'll probably have to just drop a Pekka here. So, yeah, no, he's dropping the Pekka on the wrong side. Yeah, this is great. We know everything's going to get just destroyed in seconds because we can go for goblins, we can go for another giant, and then we just spam another mini Pekka here. The mini Pekka on the right-hand side is still something that he has to deal with, and then it just gets out of control. He has to fireball, but then the giant still stays alive, but he can't because he has to kill the musketeer and the mini Pekka, and it's just a mess. So this is how you mess up your opponent when they're extremely good at the game. You just get the elixir advantage, even if you play poorly until the end, until you get that elixir advantage. It's all that matters, you know? It's like winning ugly. Even if it looks awful midway through, you can still pull through with a masterpiece by the end. And we took all 3 pieces of pizza, eating his entire kingdom alive. And we have pumped our way up to 7,400 in the world. Yo, we got a game against Mitten. What's up, man? We're dropping a good luck and figuring out what you're going to run. So if this guy isn't going to cycle much, we're going to go for a heal spirit and just see what he's got. Oh, so the mini Pekka is able to fully counter a Hog Rider if you guys didn't know. No damage on my tower today. We were fast enough for that, which feels great. So if we're playing against Hog Rider in log, it could be 2.6 Hog Rider, or it could be Hog Rider Earthquake. So if I go for the Elixir Collector, we'll find out if he's going to have Earthquake or Fireball, or what big spell he's going to have. If we see Earthquake, we're never going to cycle that Elixir Collector again, because it will always give me negative Elixir trades, so it's never worth dropping then. So if he has Earthquake out of cycle, then we can maybe drop our Elixir Collector, but in single Elixir, it's just not a strategy. But if 3 Musketeers all on the same side, because he doesn't have a Fireball in his deck, and he loses the Hog Rider with no damage on our tower. So it's essentially 5 Elixir Musketeers, because he ended up dropping a Hog Rider for 4 Elixir, so the Musketeer is a little bit, you know, off Elixir. So we're getting a lot of value from him. Forcing out a log and a giant skeleton, that's kind of an Elixir Collector value, all right then and there. We can go for a Heal Spirit to go and pull back the giant skeleton so we don't take any damage. Not going to risk it. I just don't want that thing to lock onto my tower and deal thousands of damage.
I will find you, and I will kill you.
You can go in for a giant and a minion horde, and the reason why I'm doing this is because he's not going to have a good answer besides maybe a Royale delivery. I don't think that's enough. I know for a fact that the bomb tower does not fully finish off the minion horde, and the giant's tanking for the minion horde. You might have just lost the game, brother. I think it's over. But yeah, the reason why I like this deck again is if you're playing against Hog Rider Earthquake, a lot of times 3 Musketeer decks don't have any way of winning because they just Earthquake your Elixir Collector, and then you just never get an Elixir advantage, and then you can never break through. But if you have Giant plus Minion Horde plus Rage, and they don't have a spell that shoots up, because obviously they've got Earthquake instead of Fireball, then they're not able to kill your Minion Horde. So the Minion Horde finishes off the tower and gives you a pretty easy win. And we made a matchup that most people fear with 3 Musketeers completely rage quit the game. My man simply did not want to play that match. And the 3 Crown Express has brought us all the way up to 6,200 in the world. All right, we got a game against someone with the Dark Prince in their banner, a part of the Aztec Dragons. Dude, I didn't even know they had them back then, bro. He's mixing mythology and ancient history. So we're going to be going in for goblins at the start, and we get goblins from our opponent. So I am faced with a predicament. Do I go in for Mini Pekka and cycle to my Elixir Collector and be a very greedy person? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Generally not the best bet to do. Oh man, he's got Monk. That kind of crushes my 3 Musketeers and also my Minion Horde. Looking a little bit sketch. Wait, he clicked his ability. Never mind. Oh my goodness. As long as he doesn't have arrows. As long as he doesn't have arrows. Please no arrows. Please no arrows. Please no arrows. Let's go! Look at that value! Look at that. That's crazy. Yo, I can probably go in for a heal spirit and then a rage, and I believe that finishes off the minions too. So nice. That's 3 elixir for 3 for him, and then also I get 2 cards cycled, so I get back to another elixir collector. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go for goblins. I'm just gonna drop the elixir collector in the middle and just be like, get at me, bro. Come at me, bro. I'm so ready for this. This is how we play the game, guys. Oh, he's got lightning. Wow, this could have been catastrophic for me. All right, so the way that I like to play 3 musketeers is as I do right now. I generally drop the 2 musketeers in the back and don't do anything with them besides maybe a heal spirit if they don't have a small spell and cycle like Barbro. Then I drop the giant in the lane of the 1 musketeer so they can't just counter it with, like, you know, skeletons or goblins, because they're always going to respond to the 2 muskies, but they're not always going to respond to the 1 muskie. So yeah, notice how the 1 musketeer is just popping off. He's probably going to go in for something on top, so I'm going to mini Pekka. Oh, he's got Pekka? Oh, dude, what is that? Oh my goodness, I wasn't ready for that type of cannibalism, bro. You just ate my mini Pekka alive. That was uncalled for. That was so uncalled for, bro. All right, I think we sack the right-hand tower, and then we go in for, like, goblins on top of the Pekka. He's going to go in for... I think he's going to go in for a balloon. Okay, yeah. Do we lose the left-hand tower now? I don't know. It's hard to say. I think we can go in for a minion horde and finish it off with only taking 1 hit. If he's going to have arrows... Oh, he does have arrows. He was just, like, waiting on it. He didn't want to drop it earlier. I'm so confuzzled by this man. Well, that's not the right plan. That was interesting, though. I like that. I appreciate the fact that you thought I was going to have log in my deck and I didn't. Because now I can go in for a giant, and then I'm pretty confident that I can go for a rage, and then make sure that we're able to power through the rest of his Pekka with my mini Pekka, right? Or the goblins or something, right? Seriously? Okay, you know what? I've had enough of this shenanigans. I'm going to go for a minion horde. He's probably going to go for a balloon. I just want to make sure that I time it at the right point. Now I can 3 musketeers, and he's not going to be able to break through because the lightning's not going to come down in time. So he's going to lose everything. He might lightning afterward. Yeah, he does lightning afterward. The balloon doesn't do enough damage, so I can go in for a giant in front of this, right? Right? Come on now. I just need a little bit of giant love. Just a little bit of giant love here. If it's raged up, it should do enough damage, but maybe the monk is able to knock it back. Or is the monk going to knock it closer to the tower? Oh, let's go! I am the king of the Aztec dragons, and we are claiming the throne as we claim his tower. Our giant gains have put us at 5,700 in the world. Yo, we got a game against Crown Go Easy. So, what are you going to have, man? What you going to be running? We have a little bit of time before we're able to cycle to our elixir collector, so I'm glad that I'm able to steal that from his clan. And if he goes in for a minor, we've got our goblins. So I'm psyched for this match, as long as this guy is going to end up having a matchup that we want to play into. Just give me something that has minor and Mega Knight. Don't give me minor wall breakers with poison, because then you're able to poison my elixir collector. Let's go! It's almost as if he could listen to me. He knew what I wanted, guys. We're going to go in for a rage, and we're just going to be able to go for a mini Pekka on top of his Mega Knight, guarantee that we keep our giant alive. We're going to lose a lot of our tower, actually. Wow, that's really awful. Oh my goodness. Never mind, this is not looking as good as we wanted it to be. Guys, this is really not looking like we wanted it to be at all. Looks like I celebrated too soon. I totally thought my tower was going to retarget onto the minions because it was raged up, but it didn't work out that way. It is what it is. We can still find our way back into this one. Our last time we played against Mega Knight was so easy. So, you know, now this one's a little bit more of a challenge. It's Clash Royale on hard mode, if you will. So I'm going to eat all the damage from the musketeer, which you guys might be laughing at me and you're like, Jake, you're an actual idiot. But when you're up a lot of elixir with this deck, for Mega Knight players, sometimes it's impossible for them to defend. So that's what we're going for here. I'm going to go in for Heal Spirit. If he's going to have arrows and I'm super salty and sad, please don't have arrows. Yep, he doesn't. He's just going to have Zap. Okay, yep, he's dead. I might 3-crown him right now. I might straight up 3-crown the man. I wonder, if we go and spam a lot of stuff, is it worth it? Is the giant going to give us enough? Yeah, I'm glad I didn't try to 3-crown him right then and there, because a lot of times, if you overcommit, then they're just going to spam more stuff back at you, and they're going to make you feel like a fool. I don't want to be a fool right now. We want to make you a fool. All right, so we're going to be able to hit wall breakers, right? Okay, not all of them. But the Goblin Gang is out of cycle again, so I'm just going to go in for a giant, Heal Spirit, and then Rage on the minions. As long as he doesn't Mega Knight on the Heal Spirit before it jumps, I think we're in a good spot. So I'm going to go for a Rage because the Mini Pekka and the Giant are going to provide massive value. Giant's raged up. This guy has to be angry about this game right now. There's no shot that he's looking at this and he'll be like, this idiot is just spamming Giants at the river. He literally thought that he could get away with a Giant pull I still am finding my way back in the game. This is absurd. I'm going to let it take the tower because it doesn't matter. He doesn't have a building, so there's no way for him to stop the mini P.E.K.K.A and the giant that's raged up. The heal spirit's going to jump, right? Nope. He stopped the heal spirit that time. Super smart play from him, but it's not going to matter. We're going to make sure that the Mega Knight is captivated by the goblins while we can capture all of his crowns. His name was perfectly fitting for the situation. Even though we played terribly, 3-crowning him was pretty easy. Each time you get lucky enough to match into a Mega Knight, you're going to be jumping for joy. All right, we got a game against Lizzie with a Monk banner. So, you know, we played against Monk earlier with that Pekka deck. It was super sketch when he had arrows too. I wonder if Lizzie is going to be doing that same strategy as well. Oh, please, one of the goblins. Hallelujah. Let's go. I didn't expect. Oh, missed the King Tower activation too. Every interaction that could be going on. I just cycled the rage because I wanted to get back to my elixir collector. And I ended up hitting the Spirit Goblin. So I couldn't even say something without getting lucky. This is insane. Tornado though. So this isn't going to be Mega Knight. For the first time, it's going to be a minor Wallbreaker cycle deck. A little bit scared, not going to lie. Miner's going to come down any second. We got our Green Goblin troop. All right. We're going to let that lock onto our tower so then we don't have to deal with the Miner and the Magic Archer. So the reason why we let the Magic Archer lock onto it, we could have dropped Goblins on defense, but it would have been very bad for me, I think. If I dropped Goblins on defense and soak up the Magic Archer shots, then the Magic Archer would pierce through the Goblins and hit my tower, or actually hit my Elixir Collector. If you guys notice something, I don't think he's able to stop this. I think he's just done. Is the Minion Horde going to do enough damage? I think we won already. I love this deck. It's so much fun to play. So if you guys haven't already picked it up, I think you'll be picking up a lot of wins as long as you follow the blueprint that I showed. Go for Elixir Collectors, defend with Goblins, pick up the free wins, and don't feel bad when your opponents end up rage quitting because it's par for the course. He's going to go in for wall breakers. They're dead. He just keeps spamming well played. I mean, I think I played pretty well, but at the same time, I just recognized the opportunity because I played this deck a lot. I know the moments that I can go in for the win. Wait, your Magic Archer down the middle trying to finish off the Giant? Okay. All right, I see you. I wonder if I can 3-crowd actually. You know what? I want to assert utter dominance. We want to go out with a big bang out here. Give me the W, please. I want it so bad. It would be so satisfying to 3-crowd this person. I'm going to go for a Heal Spirit. Maybe we can keep the Musketeer alive. The mini P.E.K.K.A is not dying anytime soon. We're up so much Elixir. Gonna go for wall breakers. Okay, you know what? I need to stop the wall breakers because I don't want to end up getting this into a 1-tower, 1 game. He's minoring. All right, I guess I'm gonna go Goblins here. This is looking a little bit sketch because if they defend this perfectly, then I would actually not be in a spot where I can 3-crown immediately because he could just go for Tornado and stuff. So don't be dumb like me. Try to focus on defense in more situations than not. I'm gonna go mini P.E.K.K.A and Heal Spirit. As I said that, I just started to go and cycle more stuff. But I think I have to keep up the pressure so then they can't go for miners plus tornadoes. Because if he's able to tornado my goblins off, then I would probably have lost the game, right? Yeah, we're going to 3-crowd. Okay. So my greediness put us in a little bit of trouble. If you play defense the entire time, you'll win easily. But with our giant rage, we're always on the same page. Go big or go home. And we're not going home empty-handed. We have 3 crowns from almost all of our matches today. Once you get a sizable elixir advantage, nothing can stop this deck. Like, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an incredible rest of your day.